Have you ever imagined a giraffe wearing a spacesuit riding a skateboard on the rings of Saturn? No. Well, today you will. Because today isn't about logic, math, or boring definitions, it's about creativity. Wild, unfiltered, unapologetic creativity. Welcome to day 6 of our 30-day journey into the world of AI. Today, we're going to play. Not just for fun, but to unlock a deeper understanding of how artificial intelligence thinks in visuals. What happens when you type a simple, word idea into a text box and seconds later, a stunning piece of digital art appears on your screen? That's not magic. That's AI art generation. And it's one of the coolest ways to peek inside the mind of a machine. You're going to generate images today. But not just any images. You'll create dragons made of origami, castles floating on balloons, underwater libraries guarded by jellyfish. You'll go deep into the world of DALL, and Leonardo AI, two of the most powerful AI image generation tools available right now. Why? Because seeing how these tools interpret your strange, chaotic, and beautiful ideas helps you understand the core of AI, prediction. These models don't copy and paste. They don't steal images. They imagine. Based on everything they've learned, they predict what your idea might look like. They start with random noise, literally just static, and refine it step by step into a meaningful image. That's how diffusion models work. When you prompt a robot playing guitar in Times Square, the AI doesn't go looking for that exact image. It creates it from scratch. Pixel by pixel, pattern by pattern. It combines knowledge of robots, guitars, cities, lighting, and style and brings it all together. That's not just art. That's intelligence in action. So, here's your task today. Open up DALL or Leonardo AI. If you're using DALL inside ChatGPT, you can do this right here. Just describe the image and it appears. If you want more control aspect ratio, style, lighting, or cinematic flair, use Leonardo AI. Create at least 10 images. But here's the catch. Your prompts must be weird, funny, surreal. The stranger, the better. Try something like a teddy bear made of sushi sitting on a throne of spaghetti. Or an ancient Egyptian pyramid floating in outer space, surrounded by glowing whales. Then, watch what AI gives you back. Some will be hilarious. Some will be breathtaking. Some might be a little terrifying. But every single one will teach you something about how this machine interprets language and converts it into visuals. Break your prompts into categories. Here's a tip. Make one prompt funny, like a penguin in a business suit giving a TED talk. Make one dreamy, a city built entirely on clouds at sunset. Make one historical remix, Shakespeare using a laptop at a coffee shop. Make one cinematic, a lone warrior walking through a neon jungle during a thunderstorm. Make one poetic, time melting like candle wax over the ocean. When you give these prompts to the AI, you'll start noticing patterns. Maybe DALL struggles with hands. Maybe Leonardo gets lighting more realistic. Maybe one tool adds extra arms or forgets what coffee is supposed to look like. That's all part of the process. What you're doing today isn't just fun, it's deep learning. You're developing an intuitive sense of how generative AI interprets abstract ideas. You're learning to communicate with it through language, emotion, and style. You're not just typing, you're prompting. Prompting is an art form. The better your prompt, the more accurate and artistic the result. That's called prompt engineering, and trust me, it's one of the most in-demand skills of the next decade. As you experiment today, try adding styles to your prompts. Start with a simple idea, a cabin in the woods. Now, modify it, a cabin in the woods, cinematic, golden hour lighting, 8K resolution, in the style of Studio Ghibli. Or go even further, a cabin in the woods, cyberpunk style, neon lights, rainy atmosphere, ultra detailed. Each time you change the style, AI gives you a new lens on the same idea. You're training your brain to think visually and to see how AI processes emotion, texture, lighting, and artistic interpretation. Want to go deeper? Try this challenge. Pick one core idea like life in the year 3050. Then generate 5 different images under that theme: the city, the transportation, the people, the food, and the fashion. Build a mini world. This is how games, films, and novels are born. And now you're doing it with a few lines of text and the power of AI. You'll also notice something interesting today. AI makes mistakes. A lot of them. Sometimes it gives people 6 fingers or melted faces. Sometimes it forgets gravity or logic. That's good. That teaches you a fundamental truth. AI doesn't know the world. It recognizes patterns. It's making educated guesses based on its training data. It's not perfect, but when it messes up, it reveals its weaknesses. And in that, it reveals its process. Let's say you type a dog flying a helicopter. DALL might give you a realistic helicopter with a cartoony dog. Leonardo might do the opposite, a realistic dog, but a strange, alien helicopter. This tells you how each model weighs context. It's like peeking into the neural wiring of the machine. You're seeing how it balances realism with absurdity, and how it prioritizes certain parts of the sentence. By the end of today, you'll have made a whole collection of AI art. Save them. Look at them side by side. Try to spot patterns. Does DALL lean more abstract? Does Leonardo nail lighting better? Which one interprets metaphors more creatively? You'll start developing an instinct tan that's powerful. Because tomorrow, when we move into projects and automation, you'll need that instinct. Remember, creativity is a critical skill in the age of AI, not just for making art, but for solving problems. The best AI engineers aren't just coders, they're designers, storytellers, experimenters. People who aren't afraid to dream and test and break the rules. That's you, today. You're doing that right now. Now here's a bonus challenge. Take one of your AI-generated images and turn it into a short story. Just a paragraph or 2. Describe the world. Who lives there? What's happening? Why is a bear flying a spaceship through a waterfall made of stars? This helps connect your visual creativity with narrative thinking, and that's how real-world products, brands, and experiences are built. You're not just playing today. You're learning a new language, a visual language. One where machines interpret your thoughts, and where imagination becomes a tool, not a dream. When you learn to guide AI with emotion and abstract thought, you move beyond basic use. You start collaborating with it. That's the real future, humans and machines creating together. So go wild. Get weird. Don't overthink it. Type the first crazy idea that comes into your head and watch it come to life. Today isn't about perfection. It's about exploration. It's about pushing boundaries. It's about letting go of control and seeing what comes back. And when you see something truly strange or beautiful or haunting, pause. Ask yourself, how did the AI understand this? Why did it choose these colors, this pose, that atmosphere? You'll start seeing patterns. And the more patterns you understand, the more control you gain. By the end of day 6, you'll be amazed at what's possible. Not because AI is perfect, but because you gave it direction. You shaped the chaos. You imagined, and the machine listened. And that's the future we're building. One image, one idea, one creative experiment at a time. Tomorrow, we shift gears. You'll start building with AI in a more structured way. But for now, let your creativity breathe. Let it dance. Let it play. You've earned it. This is day 6. This is where imagination meets intelligence. And it's only just the beginning.